Hello, Dr. Dan Yachter here, and we are broadcasting inside of our private group, My Family, My Mission. This segment will be seen later on outside of our private group, but I wanted to do a recap of last night. We had a packed house for our Achy, Breaky, Leaky Gut Master Class. It was awesome. And Professor Dr. Dan Yachter was teaching the class, the master class, and we call it Elevation Health University because each and every month, going on 30 years, been teaching these master classes to not only arm and equip and elevate the knowledge base of our community, but right now, more than ever, I have found in my career, patients, the community in general, the community at large, starving for clarity, not more information, not more videos to watch, blogs to read, newsletters to read. They're just crying out for clarity. Patients who I speak to all week long are talking about how overwhelmed, confused they are in regards to all the information that's coming to them and at them from various sources. And it's just creating confusion. There are more healthcare experts online than ever before, more videos coming at you, more promotions, more advertisements in regards to what you should be doing for your health, what you should be buying for your health, which parasite cleanse you should be doing, or which supplement you should be taking. There's so much confusion. And that is the main reason why I have hosted these master classes monthly for almost 30 years, is because I, just like I do for my own family, myself, is I sit there and I go through all the information as I read, study. I do it not just for my patients and for the community, but also for myself to understand how to steward my own health in a great way. I want exceptional, stellar, outstanding health and vitality and energy for myself. I want longevity. I want quality and quantity of life for myself first and foremost. Then I can help steward the health of those around me. For my family, I study intensely an exhaustive amount of hours that I put into understanding health, not only for myself, my family, but for my patients. And that's why I enjoy coming to the master classes last night and really just cutting through all the noise, cutting through all the overwhelm, and boiling it down to what is true and what is not, what is too much and what is not. What is that the core essence of what we need to know in regards to our health last night, in regards to gut health, and how to walk out of here. This is what I want my patients to do, walking out of here saying, you know what, I finally understand what health is. I finally understand what gut health is. I finally understand what to do about my GI issue. I finally understand how to get tested. I finally understand what I need to do dietarily wise. I finally understand what is safe and right and truthful for my body, what I need to do. And that's why I enjoy hosting. The main reason I enjoy hosting the master classes is because I want to help the people who are there, the attendees, and you who are watching, and in the community in general, understand health in a great way. And unfortunately right now, it's only getting more confusing out there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in over the next 4 weeks. I'm going to be breaking down the material that we covered last night. And then, of course, putting on your radar for July 21st, I'll be hosting the Brain Master Class, Fixing Your Broken Brain. That's what I've titled it. And it's going to be hosted July 21st, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. And we want you here. We don't broadcast these out there. We only have them here live. If you have access, if you have the password to our backside of the website. So in our website, we actually store all the slides, the videos, all the content. I put it there for the patients, for the participants who may not have been able to make it to that master class, the one last night, but they attend regularly. You can get the password, you can enter our website and grab all of that content. But over the next 4 weeks, I'll be covering it with you. And this segment is going to address the spine, chiropractic, structure, how that impacts gut health. This is really important So again, going back to the content last night, we covered quite a bit. And again, I'll be breaking it down over the next 4 weeks. But the main thing that I wanted to cover today is the spine, its relationship to the gut in regards to 2 aspects of connecting back to the spine of the brain. You have the vagus nerve and you have the enteric nervous system. So if you had the picture of it in front of you, you would see that literally from the brain, you have the spinal cord running through the vertebrae. You have 31 pair of spinal nerves that are exiting out over 24 movable vertebrae. And then, of course, at the base of it, you have a sacrum and a coccyx. But coming out, the brain is communicating through this fiber optic system through the spinal cord. Electrical messages are going, traveling, and then out over 31 pair of spinal nerves, connecting to each and every gland, organ, tissue in the body, blood vessels as well. Those nerves, as it pertains to the GI system, are wired directly into the stomach, the small intestines, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, and then they're also wired into the large intestines, all the aspects of the large intestines, including the appendix, which is right at kind of the connection of the small and large intestines. You have the cecum, you have the ascending, transverse, and descending colon, the rectum, and the anus. All of those have a direct innervation, a nerve wired into them. In the small intestines, in the duodenum, you have the pancreas and the gallbladder emptying digestive enzymes into the duodenum, mixing and breaking down the food. And then you have moving into the jejunum where assimilation and absorption happens. You have wiring there as well. All of this, digestive juices being released by the pancreas and the gallbladder, liver, all of it is being controlled by way of the nervous system. None of this stuff happens on its own accord. It is all wired back to the spine, all the way back up into the brain by way of neurological connections, and the brain running all of this by way of the vagus nerve that loops out, exits the brain, loops out over the atlas vertebrae, first bone in the neck, and then loops down and literally dives into the body and connects into each and every one of these digestive organs and glands. Then you have nerves that are wrapped around. I call it this like rat's nest of nerves that are literally surrounding the stomach and all the different digestive organs we just mentioned. And again, it's the neurology that drives the function of all of the GI organs and glands and tissues, cells. And again, all of it has got to go through the structure. The health of your structure, your spinal structure, dictates the GI function. That's why as chiropractors, we always go back primarily, if we're going to have a master class on GI health, and we're going to talk about testing and nutrition, supplements, and all the other things that we mentioned last night, we always start with structure. The spine is the foundation of all health and healing, and it is certainly the backbone when it comes to driving GI health. So the spine must be healthy. This is why I recommend every person, whether you're concerned with GI health, gut health, or you're just concerned about being healthy in general, you have to start with a healthy spine being the foundation of the conversation. The foundation of the conversation. The spine's got to be in the middle of it. So again, the 24 movable vertebrae must be healthy. You don't want them out of place, interfering, call it subluxation. Subluxation, fancy word, meaning bones out of alignment, irritating nerves, scrambling communication between brain and body and wherever those signals are going to. And I tell patients and I tell people who I meet, whether you live close to my office or not, you need a chiropractor. Every person, every family should have a chiropractor. And I tell people, I don't care if you come to my office or not. I love helping people. I love being a chiropractor. I can't put my hands on the entire community. I don't have that much energy. I have a lot of energy, but I don't have that much energy. But you need a chiropractor, whether it's me, whether it's Dr. Leif Martinson, who works beside me, my second set of hands, whether it's my office, Maybe you live in a different city, different county, different state, somewhere else. I will find you a great chiropractor. Every person, every family needs a great chiropractor if you are going to be healthy. Not my opinion. It is scientific neurological fact. Your spine houses the very system that is running everything in your body. You got to find a chiropractor. And again, as we're going to be unpacking GI health over the next 4 weeks, remember, it all starts with the foundation, which is structural health, dictates functional health, and it's all running through the spine. Find yourself a great chiropractor. So this is the first unpacking chiropractic and postural hack. So when it comes to the spine, beyond having a chiropractor taking care of you clinically in our office, what we do is we give our patients things to do at home. There are home protocols. Sometimes it involves a specific spinal isometric. Sometimes it's weighting systems, head, shoulder, hip weighting system, wobble disc, Denerol, Stroop's bands. It's all custom built for that patient. But again, throughout the day, one of the things that you want to pay attention to are ergonomics. So whether you're sitting at a desk, which thankfully I don't have to do all day, sitting, lifting, bending, turning, whatever it is that you may be doing, sitting in bleachers for 8 hours or 10 hours a weekend like I do, whatever it is that can be injurious to your spine, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to ergonomics and you're doing things to counteract, neutralize those detrimental forces that are going into your spine. Being on a phone, being on a laptop with the neck down. So the simplest thing you can do, again, we want to take into consideration 2 things. If your spine is bent over, if your posture is collapsing on you during the day, 2 things are happening as it relates to GI health. One, just mechanically, if you're stooped over, you're creating pressure on the GI organs. You're mechanically pressing down on the stomach. Small intestines, the colon, that's going to interfere with transit time. It can create issues like constipation. It mechanically compresses down on your GI system. And of course, the other thing that it does, it creates neurological pressure. It creates neurological disturbance, neurological interference in regards to the signals going to those GI tissues. So again, one of the things that you got to make sure you do, if you are sitting all day, which is typically the biggest culprit to collapsing your posture, is you want to get the most uncomfortable chair you could possibly get to sit in throughout the day. You want to have an ergonomically properly designed chair that's going to support you. Better yet, get a timer, set a timer on your phone. You're getting up every 30 minutes, the longest 60 minutes, moving your body around for a minute, 2, 5 minutes, and then sit back down. Better yet, have a standing desk. That's what I have in my office. I'm standing all day between patients, and seldomly I have a chair off to the side, like a stool chair, that probably throughout the day has me clocking a total of maybe 15 minutes of sitting, 20 minutes of sitting for the entire day. I rarely sit. And so again, the most injurious posture, sitting posture, ergonomics, you got to make sure you're paying attention to it so your spine doesn't collapse. And not only that, but collapsing like off to a side where you're sitting and, with a mouse like that. Same thing applies to driving. So hopefully that helps. The simplest thing you could do as a postural hack is just getting up, standing against a wall with your full body, almost like every part of the posterior of your body is Velcroed to the wall. Head, shoulder blades, butt, heels, all the way back to the wall. Stand for a minute or 2, come off, go back to doing your work. Simple. That applies to general health, for your brain's ability to communicate with the GI organs. It all, again, starts with the spine. Next week, we'll be talking about nutrition and supplementation for the gut. And I'll finish up by talking about the thing that we got into last night is the GI map. Okay, so the GI map, it is the most detailed look at the microbiome. It's genetic testing, looking at basically from stomach to anus what's going on in your GI tract. It's a genetic mapping. It's based upon PCR testing. And it's like almost like flying a drone up, 50,000, 100,000 feet, getting a full lay of the land. And that's what that does. It's different than an endoscopy, colonoscopy. It gives you much richer data on your body, on your GI tract, and allows us to understand what truly is going on and how to specifically take care of patients. The reason I mention it, had a lot of patients asking me, how do you test the gut properly? The GI map, it's a take-home kit. You bring it home. It's one stool sample collection. You send it in, you mail it in the box, and then about 2 to 3 weeks later, I get a report, about a 10-page plus report, and it details, maps out what's wrong with your gut. Are there pathogens overgrowing? Do you have an issue with probiotics? The commensal bacteria, the indigenous bacteria that should be there, are they depleted? It looks at if there's an H. pylori problem, if there's yeast overgrowth, if there's pancreatic or digestive enzyme issues, inflammatory patterns, gluten sensitivity. So it looks at it all. So it is literally the gold standard when it comes to GI mapping and understanding whether or not you have a GI problem, and if you do, specifically what's wrong, and specifically how we can fix it. We can put together a specific regimen once we understand what's specifically wrong with your gut. Thanks for watching, and again, mark your calendars if you're in the area, July 21st, Fixing Your Broken Brain. It's going to be a phenomenal masterclass. And again, if you're looking for a chiropractor, if you're not near my office, let me know. I'll do my best to find you a great chiropractor. And it's not always possible. Sometimes, thankfully, it's rare. I look, Dr. Martinson and I, we look and look and look. We just simply can't find someone we think is good or we feel confident in recommending. That's rare. But again, if you really want to make sure you're covering the most important base, then let's find you a chiropractor in your area. If you're in my area, then maybe we can help you. Everybody have a great Wednesday. God bless.